Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. I'll try this again. I'm going to go around this thing from three different directions. My phone and my tablet and my computer. Computer. Who's here? Who do we got? Let me try to get my hair straight. I don't know if I'm going to be able to leave my hat off because my eyes are somewhat burning bad. Okay, who do we got in here? Somebody speak up. Speak up and tell us who ye are. Got two folks. I'm going to put a link up here in just a second and invite you to come on screen if you want to. No requirement. Just be nice to people. That's about it. If you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all. Hey, there's my buddy. That is The Adventures of David and Aaron. And I'm assuming, is this David? Yes, I see. David is in the house. Okay. You're probably at work. So I doubt you can come on screen, but you're welcome to if you want to. I'm going to put the link in there. But I think you're working. And I think it is a beautiful day there. I forget, are you, are you Palm Springs? You're Palm Springs, aren't you? Yeah. If you're Palm Springs, it's nice. Hey, David, I just heard something. I didn't hear it. I read it from, I get a monthly thing from Southwest Airlines. I think they're going to be coming to a town near you. If it's Palm Springs, I believe they're going to start flying into Palm Springs. I don't know if you guys like Southwest. I love them. Um, they don't take themselves too seriously, and the flight attendants, some of those guys are just hysterical. So funny. Now, I am going to see. Oh my. David, can you hear me okay? David, can you hear me okay? I'll turn that all the way down. David and Aaron. I'm at work today. Okay, that's what I thought. How's your weather? Looked like it was going to be. Let me see. Let's look over this way. Did you see where Carnival? Well, let me get that. Did you see where Carnival canceled all cruises to the end of January 2021 and several other ports across the United States, including Long Beach, until the end of February? Yes, yes, David, I'm afraid I did. I'm afraid I did hear that. And I can't say I'm surprised. I didn't think it would go anyway, but I had hoped it would because I wanted to meet a lot of people that are on the West Coast. It's just a long way from Florida to California, and Florida is so much easier for us to get to. Seems like once you get past Houston or maybe Denver, that's about the cutoff for a decent price of a ticket out of Chicago. Uh, Now here is we've got my friend Brad. He's a good man. Indeed, Adventures of David and Aaron, our February Panorama Creator Cruise is canceled. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Brad. I read yours. I read yours. Let me get this thing right here. About the 2022 group cruise. We're looking. I don't. I have no desire to ever cruise anywhere in hurricane season, especially we still have hurricanes coming in, and I think as climate change, I've tracked these over the last 15 or 20 years, and it seems like sometimes, I mean, they're getting more and more intense, and they're getting more frequent. We kind of already figured the February cruise is going to be canceled. I didn't expect cruising to start back up until maybe May. Well, you bring up a good point. Our plan C, as it were. Um, Thank you, David. Loud and clear. That's good. As it were. Oh, how do I turn this down? David. Loud and clear. That's good. How do I turn this down? Hang on. As it were. Oh, how do I turn this down? Hang on. There we go. Okay. I should have, if there was an echo, I hope I got rid of it. Yeah, I think I know everybody, most of the people in this community loves cruising, but I think there are a lot of alternatives. I know Brad is here, and Brad has been to, was it Cabo San Lucas? No, it's Cabo. Brad, I forget where you. It was either Cabo or Cancun. Who else is in here? I have got a terrible sty on my eye. So if you see me dabbing it with the cold wet rag, that is why. And I'm trying my best to see. Now what did I do with my sunglasses? Put those back on. There we go. Okay, a little bit better. No, not a little bit better. Crap. Adventures. Oh, here we go. David and Aaron, hope so. We are on the Mardi Gras May 15th. Oh, okay. Sharon's supposed to be trying to get me on the Mardi Gras May 29th, which is going to be Mommy and my anniversary. We've been together since '85, but we actually didn't get married until about a year and a half later, in May of '87. So that'll be our 34th official anniversary. And I like people more than destinations. I do like destinations, but I think what we're going to do is wait until January of 2022 and finally get back to Aruba. Mommy's never been to Aruba, and I really, really want to take her. Okay, Brad said they went to Cancun. We'll head down to Cabo in February. I know a lot of people, Brad, that are doing that. I guess that's a good alternative. I know a lot of people in here are very, very passionate about it. Got to cruise, got to get out on a cruise ship. To me, it just matters the company I'm keeping. I've been all over, and there are some beautiful sites, but there's plenty of beautiful sites in America. However, cruise ships do make it convenient for you to associate with total strangers and meet up. That didn't used to be a scary thing. It seems like it might be nowadays. So, let's see what David says. This is David of David and Aaron. That's what me and Aaron are talking about, Cancun or Cabo. Yeah. You're in big company, David. A lot of people are doing that. Nancy was just talking about that. Somebody else too, I forget. Maybe it was Michelle Bo. I don't know. Midlife crazy. We gave up on cruise count. I'm over. Oh, yeah. Okay, who do we have here? Um, so, Brad, are you going to go back to the same place um, in Cabo San Lucas? And if you want to put it in here, um, I've watched your video. I just don't remember the name of um, of the resort you went to. I get confused with all those names. It's a short trip to confusion for me. And look here, we got our sweet friend from Syracuse, New York. That would be Sarah of the Q's Cruisers. Welcome, Sarah. Good to have you for lunch munch. I'm thinking about everything that's bad for me that I need right now. Not sure where we are going yet, says Brad. Where did you go before, Brad? I forget the name of it. I was thinking that maybe it's Jamie and them. I'm getting mixed up. I think Jamie and them went to Cabo. You can correct me because I'm. Hello there, midlife crazy. Everybody exchanging greetings. Excellent, excellent. Glad to have our friends. It's always a blessing. Hope nobody's throwing rocks and hiding your hands. Not doing that, are you? I put the link in there if somebody wants to come in and chat. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stay on here. This is totally informal and impromptu. I just thought, well, I'm trying to let some of this medicine kick in to get this eye moving in the right direction. I don't know. It seems like to be getting exponentially worse, and I don't really want to go to the hospital for it, but I don't know. And the hospitals here are all just jammed full. I mean, completely full. There's even mandatory surgeries are canceled until they can get a grip um, on this virus. Everything depends on getting a grip on this virus. Don't be mistaken. The economy cannot right itself until we start to. We have to prevent people from dying. There's 250,000 Americans dead, um, and probably that many in the hospital or more. Um, hey, look, we got some friends here. Britton Farm Homestead. Hello, everyone. Well, hello, Britton. How are you? Thank you for joining us on Wednesday. What's the weather like where you are? Let me see what Simi Valley is doing. I've got Simi on my, looks like it's 60. Wow, that's chilly for you guys. 60 degrees, 66 for a high today. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be awesome? 73 on Thursday, 76 Friday, 78 Saturday, 78 Sunday. Wow, all these 70s. That's cool. I mean, chilly kind of for you. Everybody saying hi to Britain. Here is another dear friend of ours. And that is none other than TJ of Sailing Away with T and K. Very good to have you, friend. I'm sure you're at work. People saying hi to TJ. It was nippy here in California. Yeah, nippy. But warming up nicely now, 50s. Nippy is anything below 32 here. Once it hits freezing, we call that nippy. But I know it's all in what you get used to. Okay. And this guy gave me my nickname, one of them, the Vlog Father. I have a shirt design, TJ. Somebody made a shirt design for me. Looks a little bit like the Godfather movie, and but it has Papa Mozo, the Vlog Father. I thought about putting something on, like, I'm going to make a YouTube channel they can't refuse or something like that. I didn't know if it'd be wasted on a younger generation that doesn't know the movie lines. Sailing away, saying hi to Britton Farm. Let's see. It's nippy here in Georgia this morning, but warming up nicely now in the 50s. Yeah. Now, Georgia is a beautiful state. If you've never spent any time there, you ought to go. Atlanta is there, of course. Atlanta's a great city, but there's some rural areas that are absolutely beautiful, beautiful country. And that boy we had on a couple weeks ago, Dominic of Happy Cruising, he and his family went there summer, maybe? It's summertime, I think. And he made some videos. And you should check out his channel too. He's a good kid. He's from somewhere in the southern part of Florida. But his channel is Happy Cruising, not to be confused with Happy Camping, not to be confused with Happy Place Camping. There's a lot of happiness. Okay. Is anybody getting an echo? I hope not. I've got 3 different devices going here. And man, am I a pathetic wreck when it comes to technology. Oh. Well, that was a mistake. I'll fold this over. Just scratch my nose with the one I was going to rub on my eye. Forgive me for this. I'm doing my own treatment. Trying to. Got a nasty sty. Oh, and all my nurse friends. You need to go to the doctor. I feel like if it doesn't take my life, I don't really need to go to the doctor. No echo. Thank you. Thank you, TJ. Hey, we've got another friend here. This is Kevin, Adamas Vlogs. Kevin, welcome, friend. Kamusta kaibigan. If you're Filipino. If you're not Filipino, you can help me out. Hello, big bro, he says. We are so glad to have you, of course. We love people from all parts of the world. Very, very good to have you. Are you from a particular island? Or am I off base with the Philippine thing? High today here in Palm Springs is 84 degrees. Yeah, I know that's not overly hot for for you guys. Oh wow, you know some Tagalog? Yes, I do. I do know a few. Not a lot. Kamusta, kaibigan, Mengden Magauma. I think is that good morning, right? Magdan. I'm butchering that. I'm sorry, Kevin. You just have to be patient. Mabuti naman po kaibigan. Okay. Very, very good to have you. Wow, it's almost noon here. So it's like 3 a.m. there. Ooh, Kevin, you're up late, buddy. Magandan Guma. Yeah, Gumaga, excuse me. That means good morning. You never guess what I'm having for lunch, Kevin. Lumpia. Lumpia. Freshly made from the ladies at Kaibigan restaurant. Right around the corner from my house, there's a Filipino store and there's a Polish store right next to each other. And I make a little stop at both of them. And by I mean one of the ladies in my life because I can't get out of the house right now. A little bit risky. 1:55 a.m. Oh my goodness. Kevin must be a late nighter. Kevin, what's the weather like there? I know what the weather's like there. The weather's very consistent there. One thing about the weather there, if it decides to get nasty, it can get really nasty really quick. Okay, let's switch this around. Everybody introduce yourself to each other. I'm trying to mess with these settings and okay, got that volume off. Good, no echo. That is very good. Yes, unpredictable weather. It's sunny in the morning and rainy in the afternoon or evening. Yeah, it's there's kind of like a wet season and a dry season, so to speak. In the Philippines, it's a tropical setting. Parts of the Philippines are just gorgeous. For any of you people in stateside that want a destination that you may say, well, I'd like to do something different, something new, but not something that's going to break the bank. We can't all go spend a week in Monte Carlo. However, there are places in the Philippines that are very, very reasonable. Now, the problem might be getting in right now with COVID going the way it is. But if you can get in, fly to Manila, and then catch another plane to Boracay. Kevin, have you been to Boracay? I have family in Boracay, family in Rojas, Tacloban, Cebu, Bourbon, several different places. Kevin is saying, I have, let me put this on the screen here, Kevin. I have, oh, come on. Okay. Let's see what we got here. I have a premiere 2 days from now. You can leave a thumbs up there. Thank you. Okay. Kevin, I'm almost certain that I'm connected to your channel, I think. And have been for a little while. So a couple months maybe. Did we meet at Tommy's, Kevin? Or do you remember? Or Mom Culver? One of my assistants works out of the Philippines. Oh, wow. Okay. The Philippines is one of the best kept secrets. I mean, you see the devastation when the hurricanes hit, but if there's not a typhoon going on, it is a beautiful, beautiful island nation. I forget how many thousands of islands, big and small. Haven't been there in Boracay, Big Bro. I wish I could visit there one day. Boracay is a little piece of Southeastern Asia paradise. The water, you can see all the way to the bottom in 30 feet of water. I mean, it's just like it's crystal clear, except when you get above it with a drone, and then suddenly it's absolutely lush, even posh. It's just natural beauty. One of my assistants works out of the Philippines. Okay. Yes, we met at Culver Livestream. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Kevin, there you go. Midlife Crazy. That's a very good friend. He's a wonderful guy. His name's Brad, and he has a channel called Midlife Crazy. And he and his wife, Kimberly, they keep us laughing every Sunday evening. They're a whole lot of fun. A word of warning, it is an adult themed show on Sunday evenings, not for children. You definitely, if you have small children or if you live in a house with small children, you don't want them hearing that mature conversation. And you know your child best, but be careful. Q's Cruiser saying hi. Q's, you probably know this guy, Kevin from Mum Culver, or well, I met Mum Culver through Tommy Travel, and then Mum Culver introduced me to all kinds of people. I really enjoyed Mum Culver's friendship. She's so sweet. Noted, bro. Excellent, excellent. I love to see people making connections. I don't really fancy myself um, in any particular growth mode, um, but just by nature of what I've done for all my life, it's trying to get people, bring people together. The scripture says, "Blessed are the peacemakers," and I want to be a peacemaker. Well, sometimes I'm not, but I want to. I don't do things to provoke people unless they're really good friends. If they're really good friends, I'll try to provoke them, and they will me because they know that I'm a big boy. I can take it. Q's Chris just sounds good, brother. So they're going to try to get connected. Oh, Kevin said, okay. Yes, excellent, excellent. Kevin, they're out of Syracuse, New York. That's where they get the Q's from. Syracuse, New York. Now, Sarah, still snowing there? I haven't looked at the weather up your way. I think it was snowing in your area earlier. I'm getting the itch for some snow so much. I want. I like winter. I love it when it snows. Uh, there's a certain romance about the snow and wintertime and fond memories from childhood. Now look here, meant to be RVing. Is this Teresa? I think, or do I meant to be RVing? I think. Oh God, help me. Um, I don't know if you all remember, but I can't recognize faces. Um, One of the reasons I like YouTube and the live streams and Marco Polo is because I can hear the voices, and that's how I recognize people. Who do we got here? Yes, it is Teresa. Okay, welcome, Teresa. Thank you for being with us. It's Lunch Munch. I'm getting ready to have some lumpia. It's a Filipino dish. They're like little, real narrow. They're like, don't take this the wrong way, but they're like the size of my middle finger, but this long and like a fried pork roll, egg roll type thing. Let's see. Hey, we got somebody else. How many of you know this young fella? This is a classic kid right here. This kid, he's got his act together. He's he's steadily investing in his advancing his equipment. He's really working hard on his channel. He's trying to he does come up with very good information, and uh, he's trying to tweak his programming, find out what works for his audience. I'm not going to tell you his age, but if you go listen to him first, if you haven't heard the Tyler show, that's Tyler right there. Great, great kid. Sounds delicious. Yes, Teresa, it is, in fact, delicioso. Hey, Kevin Adamus, and Adventures of David and Aaron. David and Aaron, for those of you that don't know, are based in Palm Springs. Palm Springs. So they're used to the warm weather, like Brad and Kimberly, and I don't see Daniel Fields on here, but he was on here the other day. I think Brad and Kimberly told me that a few months ago, when they first started getting really active on YouTube, they ended up connecting with Daniel Fields and find out they just live around the corner, like a mile or two. Appreciate the kind words, my friend Tyler. Too much is given, much is required, buddy. And you are a very talented man. And I expect you to do wonderful things. You're already doing wonderful things, but um, there's a lot of young people that can take some lessons from you, buddy. I'll leave it at that. I don't want to blow your head up great big, but midlife crazy done to your channel. Okay, thank you, Kevin. You won't regret that. You will not regret that. The midlife crazy. Just remember what I said about the Sunday show, though. Not suitable for kids. Tyler saying hi to Sarah. Sarah saying hi to Tyler. Tyler, I know you're mainly in the cruise life, but if you don't know Meant to Be RVing, that is Teresa, and she does live shows. Although I haven't, Teresa, I'm not getting a lot of my notifications. I have no idea why. I've gone through and checked to make sure the bell is, where it vibrates the most. I don't know. I've been missing all kinds of people's um, live streams, people that I've watched and watched, but I don't know. I don't know what YouTube's up to, and nobody seems to know what they're up to. It seems like YouTube kind of has a mind of its own. Let's see, did I miss anybody? I thought I saw. Oh no, that was on Polo. I saw John of J&N Travel. Okay, what's everybody drinking? Now here's a surprise. I'm making a 1970s Mountain Dew. It's a 70s recipe. I haven't saved this for 40 years. Remember when there was no plastic? Remember when it was everything came in glass? I used to live I'm from Indiana originally. And on the other side of our county was a little town called Lapel, 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 Indiana. And there was a place called Brockway Glass, and they used to make Sprite bottles and Dr. Pepper bottles, and they actually made the bottles. They didn't fill any orders for sodas and things like that. They sent the bottles to be filled. Um, so that was interesting. Sometimes YouTube has a mind of its own. Man, David, don't I know it? Goodness sakes. Coca-Cola in a glass bottle is the best. David, I couldn't agree more. I'm not even a Coke fan, but I used to get Cokes on my paper route. Remember the old little door that you would open and pull one straight out? Yeah, and they were like what, 6 or 8 ounces? They were real tiny bottles, but man, it would get them so cold it would almost turn to like slushy on a hot Indiana afternoon. Again, hot for me. There was nothing so fresh as a quarter Coke. It was a quarter. Never forget when they went up to 30 cents. I was so angry. But man, they're just trying to steal all my money. I was 12 years old. Let's see here. We got Tyler apparently is talking. Oh no, he's talking about YouTube as well. Yeah, I'm sure there's a method to their madness. Problem is, it's such a short trip to confusion for me. I dare not try to figure it out. Brad, where's your Philippine contact? Is it Manila or um, Manila is probably the big. Uh, Remember the Whorehound candy that you used to get at the general store, the younger generation? Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And you're right. I don't. I said a Clark bar the other day, and some kids were like, "What? What's a Clark bar?" I'm like, "Oh." And then another lady chimed in. She said, it's a Butterfinger. I'm like, no, not so much. They are similar, but they are a little bit different. Brad is my age. Brad and I are pretty much the same age, I think. And he probably remembers Clark bars too. I loved Clark bars. But then I found Reese's cups. Hey, I was just talking about this guy. I must have conjured him up. Well, I wasn't having a seance or anything, but you're not dead. John, good to have you, buddy, all the way from the East Coast, going over to the East Coast now and north to New Hampshire. That's where you're going to find J&N Travels. Very, very nice people. If you like playing trivia games and learning facts about the different states in America, man, go check those people out. They put out some beautiful content. He and his wife Nancy, J&N Travels. John, welcome. We're having a conversation. Well, just now we're talking about candy and talking about the old-fashioned Coke machines where you open the little door and pull a bottle out. I think we've agreed that sodas taste best in the old-fashioned glass bottles, but I know there's a need to recycle, so that's why we. J&N saying hi to David and Aaron, Midlife, and Tyler. Now, look, these are more friends. These people coming up here are from the Tampa area. Not to say in Tampa proper, but they're in the Tampa area. And that is Vacation Adventures with Pam and Rich. Yeah, and I believe this is Rich. Is this Rich or Pam? It's got to be Rich. Remember, they used to sell candy cigarettes? Yes. And rock candy? Absolutely. Candy cigarettes. Man, we all thought we were hot snot. All they did was put a little powdered sugar inside this little piece of paper because it was a stick of bubble gum about that long and it was cylindrical. And it looked just like a little Camel cigarette. And we'd puff and you had to blow it. You didn't suck it like a cigarette. You blowed and it looked like that powdered sugar. It looked like a big cloud coming out. It looked like you were smoking. Oh boy, did we think we were cool until my dad caught me. And he didn't even want me pretending to do that because he didn't want me to get cancer. But I did anyway. And I got cancer. Not from the bubble gum, though, I don't think. Candy cigarettes are the candy that exploded in your mouth. Oh, Pop Rocks. Is that what you're talking about? Or Zots? Anybody remember Zots? That was more like a late 70s, early 80s type of thing. I was in high school when they came out with Zots. Loved them. Pop Rocks, though, I definitely remember that. Anybody remember the little sugar? The sugar, I'm sorry, it looked like whole sugar, like granulated sugar. And they dip it and redip it till you had like a little sucker of red, looked like a bunch of little red beads on there. And then you swallowed the wax. Right. That's exactly right. Let me get that up. The wax teeth and wax lips. We thought that was great. And we chew and chew on that paraffin wax. Oh my gosh. And my mother was anything was going to cause cancer. You could tell you drinking extra water. She's like, "Oh, be careful. If you get too much of that, it's going to make you sick. You'll get cancer." Everything was going to give us cancer. Oh, and the black one's a mustache. Yeah. I can't see this one as well. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Kevin connected with Cruisers. Excellent, excellent. Thank you, Kevin. Midlife. Pixie Sticks and Fun Dips. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. I couldn't get enough. Remember the big Pixie Sticks that were like this long, like 2 feet long? What's this say? Adventures David and Aaron. Can't forget about these hard colored candies that would be in your grandmother's candy dish all year round, and especially during Christmas. Yes, yes, exactly. Oh, I missed something. I'll go back to it, John. Hang on. That's what David says. Yeah, my mother always had like a buffet of mints in her purse at church, and you know, because she was a stickler for not. She always stressed hygiene. Don't ever, don't ever smell. Don't ever, we don't want your body stinking. We don't want your breath stinking. Brush your tongue, not just your teeth, all that type of stuff. I missed something John said. I can't. Looky here. We got another friend. This is a great guy as well. Know who that is? Well, that is none other than Mr. Eric B. Eric, tell everybody where you're from. Eric has a channel. He's putting out content. He puts out good content too. Yes, the large Pixie Six. I didn't sleep for days. Cocaine for kids. No kidding. Those Pixie Sticks were massive. What's that say there? They were massive and delicious. This guy here, he is a wonderful gentleman. His name is Tommy, and he's got a channel called Tommy Travel. He's in the process of revamping it and maybe retooling it a little bit. But keep an eye on his channel. He's a great guy. He has certainly been a good friend to me. He's helped me with suggestions when I was trying to, figure out. I still I'm not real good at putting the links in. Tommy, you'd be happy to know I'm watching you right now on this Chromebook. So I do get kind of a computer, and this one over here is the tablet that my daughter bought for me, and of course over there is my phone. But I have the other two shut off. This is the only one I have on as far as the mute. My mom had mints and butterscotch. Absolutely. Nobody uses butterscotch anymore. And remember those cinnamons that would light your mouth on fire? Oh my goodness. I was at church and I would beg her for a cinnamon, and then I'd go, and she'd snap her finger like this. And that meant you ask for it, they can eat it and shut up about it and don't make a scene in church. Because believe me, I didn't fear the devil and hell as much as I did my parents if I messed up at church. Disconnected with your channel, Travel Adventures with Eric B. Eric B, you got to go watch his videos. He's really, really a heck of a guy. Okay, John, do you know Eric already? If not, you need to get, since my friend's Tommy here, correct that mistake immediately. That's something Tommy used to say on his channel. And so many people I've met through Tommy, and in fact, Tommy is the one who introduced me to Mom Culver Family Vlogs or something like that. Culver Family something. But anyway, she's real nice. I stay in touch with her all the time. In fact, I was on her show earlier this morning. I never made it to sleep last night. That's part of my problem right now. I haven't slept since the night before last. Everybody's saying hi. Tommy's saying hi. Tommy is a wonderful connector of people. He brings people together. And also, I love Tommy's adventures. He goes on these adventures. He went to, Tommy, where was that place with the big world's largest, crap, not the candy store. Then another one he did was with the Texaco station, a little teeny shack. I guess it was America's smallest. Tommy is always in the mix. Tommy Travels in the mix. Always fun streams. Yes, absolutely. And Brad, I couldn't agree more. Just connected with Tommy Travels as well. Thank you, Brad. You won't regret that. He's a man of peace and a man of kindness. And by my estimation, the world could use more of that, and all of that they could get. Absolutely, Brad. Oh, preach it, brother. Look at here. This is the gospel right here. Ribbon candy at Christmas. Tommy, was that a candy store? No. World's largest candy store. I was thinking it was a confectionery of some sort. I watched one of your videos. This has been a few months ago. Jane, I know Eric. I think I'm friends with everyone on here. Well, that's excellent, John. John is very supportive of as many people as he can. I know how it is when you're trying to hop around from channel to channel. It is incredible how much content is there. Tommy says my grandma used to have those blue candies, but I don't remember what those were called. I know exactly what you're talking about, Tommy, because you and I are the same age as well. Um, I forget. Or they were like a deep, real deep aqua color, and uh, if it were coming out now, I'd probably call it like a blue raspberry, but I've never actually seen a true blue raspberry. Uh, and Travel Adventures with Eric B. For those of you that don't have him, go pick up his channel. You'll be glad you did. He's a fun-loving fella. Midlife Crazy, yes, that's what it's all about. Eric's talking about connecting. That's what it is all about. I'm so grateful for this pandemic, not because 250,000 Americans have died and the economy has tanked and things like that, but God is nothing if not a wonderful, wonderful lemonade maker. And as crappy as 2020 has been, I would not know any of you if I hadn't been completely confined to my room. Now I'm in mommy's room right now. That back there is the balcony behind those curtains, and walk out onto her balcony. But my room's across the hall, and had I not been confined and just completely isolated, I wouldn't know any of you. But at the end of January this year, 2020, January, I found Sharon at Sea, and she introduced me to Tony and Jenny of La Lido Loca, and she also introduced me to her friends John Klakowski and York Ragsdale of The Ship Show. They're based in Michigan. And then I met a guy who won a contest with Sharon at Sea. His name was Blaine. At that time, I think it was Blaine 2007. And he had won a contest on Sharon at Sea for a free cruise. And that was to be on Breeze just about a month ago. Of course, that didn't end up going. So they did an alternate cruise. It's coming up in March, and I understand now that that too has been canceled. Somebody said on here a while ago. It was the largest candy store. Okay. Maybe my brain's not as far gone as I thought. Yeah. It was a big, big place. It looked like a supermarket. And it was like, oh my gosh. That would be every dentist in the country would like to have, a satellite office somewhere in the parking proximity of that store because it's nothing like. Okay, let's see what Brad has to say here. This is Brad Ryan of Midlife Crazy. He says, "Oh, your Christmas ornament was delivered today." Well, thank you, Brad and Kimberly. That's very kind of you. Again, for those of you just joining us, they have a Sunday evening show at 6. I think it's 6 Central, so maybe it's 7. I don't know. I don't do times. Brad, help me out again. I know I've asked you this 1,000 times. I get so screwed up on these different time zones. We're all in different. Brad is there. Whoops. Brad is on Pacific time. Tommy and we're on Central time. I don't know if we have anybody on Mountain time. And John and J and N, they're Eastern time. Eric, are you Eastern time? What's your time zone, Eric? I forget. I'm sorry. I was thinking, Eric, are you in Cincinnati? I forget where you're from, buddy. Okay, Brad is saying 6 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so that would be 3 Pacific. Is that correct? I think. 6 p.m. Eastern would be 5 p.m. for me. And in the winter, I think California is, well, no, all year round California. It's Arizona where I get mixed up because they don't change. Central time, Louisiana, says Eric. Oh, yes, that's right. Okay. Thank you for the clarification. Tyler is in the state of Florida, and almost the entire state, well, exception being most of the Panhandle is on Central, but all the rest of Florida is Eastern time. Tyler is in an area that is replete with creators. Everyone wants to move to be close to all the cruise ports. I am taking guesses if anybody wants to guess, and that's all it can be at this point. When you think cruising might resume. Is Teresa still here? Is midlife? I mean, no. Meant to be RVing. I don't. Let me see. Oh boy, here we go. Me trying to do this again. I'm a total mutt with this stuff. TJ was here. Sailing Away with T and K. For those who missed him, he was here a while ago. Pam and Rich. They're in the Tampa area. Well, I know I saw. My goodness. I know I saw Meant to Be RVing. Meant to Be RVing is Teresa. She has a weekly show. Well, she did last time I saw her, but yeah, that was at 12:04. It's 12:27 now, so she might not be here. But very, very nice lady. Let me get down here to the bottom again. Papa Mozo, got to go set up for our live. Everyone have a good day. John, tell us real quick, what time is your live? It's coming up, I know. It's Wednesday. Tell us, John. Type it in here. So if the people, once we're done here, I'm not gonna stand here much longer. I'm gonna have to get some more medicine and stuff. Hughes Cruiser saying hi to Tommy. Tommy has great sound effects on his channel too. Wish I could do stuff like that. I don't have the aptitude for it. JNN travels 2 p.m. Eastern time, which would be. Oh wait, is that right? Yeah, because he's in New Hampshire. 2 p.m. Eastern. Look for JNN travels. They're going to have a show. They always have good information, interesting information. Good. They do a good job on their videos. It's well thought out. I admire any of these creators that have the technical skills. I'm just looking through here. Of course, Tyler comes to mind because he blows my mind. The Hughes Cruisers, wow, they put on such a professional looking show. Very good looking show. Eric, I like Eric's videos as well. I don't think Eric's done a live show, or if he did, I didn't see it. Eric, do you ever do live? Shane saying hi to Hughes. Traveling, Eric. Midlife, they do the. He's got all kinds of buttons on his computer that he can press. He's got one of me dancing that is very, very fun. It's not for the faint of heart. He's got one of a nurse in our community, and you just have to tune in. I think we will sail by the end of 2021, but I am not sure if any earlier, but I hope earlier in the year. Yeah, Tyler is taking the attitude I think that most of us have to accept, and that is we'd like to be out there today. But since it can't be that way, we're hoping and praying, not just for our own selfish needs, but for all the people that depend on this industry. And it's not just cruises being affected. Our economy, it will not right itself until we get millions of people out of hospitals and back in their jobs and factories and offices and things like that. So we pray for our nation and our leaders, no matter what party you're from. And we certainly pray. The holidays can be a very depressing time, and I'm always bothered by the statistics that happen around the holidays. I've been a minister. I just retired from the ministry a few months ago. And after Christmas, we would always have a series of funerals. We got a very large black church here, and we would always have to deal with suicides or family squabbles that turn south. I mean, and that's stuff I hate to hear. Oh, you hear that? I'm trying to get my live show up and going and set up the TV show style format. Okay, there you got a glance into the mind of Tyler. I've done 3 lives, says Eric. Okay. Uh, if I saw them, I don't remember, Eric. I'm sorry. Don't don't take that personally because I've had 6 or 7 strokes and there's a whole lot that I don't remember. Um, oh, that's what I want to highlight. That part right there. Um, hoping cruises and international travel resume soon. Eric, I could not agree more. We're hoping it ends soon. I want it soon, but I also want it safe. You know, um, I did hear some. I have a friend of mine. I grew up in the Indianapolis area, and he is an executive now. We grew up together, but he's an executive now for Eli Lilly, which is a huge pharmaceutical company based there in Indianapolis. And of course, he's in competition with Abbott, which Abbott is here in North Chicago. And then Pfizer, which Pfizer is the one coming up with this vaccine that they're saying is 95% effective. And they're hoping to get a fast track clearance through the CDC, help me out, somebody, CDC, to push this through as soon as possible. And they mentioned a date of December 10th. Well, that's only, what, 3 weeks away, 4 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks. So who knows, you know. Hoping cruises international. Yes, absolutely. It's okay. It's hard to keep up with everything on YouTube. So much going on. Yes. Eric, do you have oh, somebody in here help me. What's the guy? Dean, get the guy's name. He does like a TV guide. Um, we've started to worry about our trip to Orlando in December with numbers rising. TJ, you know, I can tell you this. I would be right in the same boat with you. I've got parents that are dying. They're very near death as we speak. I can't leave my house right now because I have no immune system. Try anything like a cough of any kind. Everybody always looks, till death do us part. And you're like, so how do you feel? You are right, Papa Mozo. The airline, food, hotel, transportation industry are all heavily dependent on the cruise industry. Yes, that's a good point. TJ, I agree with you, buddy. In fact, I think there was a trip that Kimberly and Brad backed out of. Can't remember the exact date, but they were going to go to Florida. But this was back when Florida was really, and Florida's spiking again, bad. Wisconsin is too. Where Nancy lives is just a little bit of a nightmare. Kayla has, oh my, I hate to hear this. I had 4 more relatives, personal, in my own family, come down with it. 2 of them are very aged, and they're not going to make it. Kayla has 12 students out with Mambo 19 just this week. Oh my goodness. 19, that's more than half her class, isn't it? I mean, about 35 or 40 to a class. God help. And then, I would be concerned about the safety of my wife if she were teaching. So we all have plenty of reasons to pray, that's for certain. Very good to have everybody. I am going to get off here. I've got to go get some more medicine in me. I just wanted to come on here and try to fiddle with this computer, trying to get better. I wish I could put Tyler like in one of those CD holders and Anytime I had a tech question, I could just open it and pop the CD in, and Tyler would say, "What's the problem, Papa Mozo?" But it doesn't work that way. But I want to thank you all for joining me. I appreciate your friendship. Thank you for connecting with each other. That's a bonus. That wasn't even something I planned. It just happens because we talk to each other, we talk about each other, to each other, and that's a good thing. Um, so until next time, I want to say a great big God bless you and good on you. Bye bye for now. And